Hello, and welcome to Retro and Rhapsody. This episode, A Witching Good Time. This episode, we are continuing our October spooky theme by taking a look at some games starring witches. Some that we've actually taken a look at in, well, Ranking of Shmups. So that, I'm sure, will be good. In fact, it was good, because it's already happened, and you're going to watch that right about now. So, this game, at least this version of the game, is a PC CD or PC Engine CD-ROM game. So already off to a good start. So let's see. Let's go ahead and start. So we're probably very familiar with this particular character, but this is Cotton. Fantastic Night Dreams Cotton. So, yeah, this game. After quite enjoying Cotton 2, we did rank Cotton 1, but we didn't spend a whole lot of time with it. Which I kind of, after playing Cotton 2, I kind of wanted to go back to this one. I'm actually going to take a look real quick because I want to do something just to double check. We shouldn't really need this, but just in case. Okay, so do. Also, one neat thing about this is that apparently this game did actually get a US release, except it seems to be one very obscure or very rare one. But even though this is supposedly based on the US version, you can still have the text for Japanese version and Chinese version. But I want to do, let's see, it's Oh.
Is it US or is it just English? What
do you mean? I'm pretty sure this is supposedly a US release of this.
Okay, yeah, is this the inclusion of
Yeah, no, I don't think it's necessarily.
SCI?
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily like the Hong Kong version or something.
Okay, I was just curious.
Down left. You know, I don't think we need it. Okay. Basically, it was something to give us credits, but let's be honest, I'm already rewinding enough that we don't need credits.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. One day, the evil mist threw the prism out of order and covered the whole world with darkness. But
what are willows?
magical candy, essentially.
Look at those fucking eyes.
Yes. Yes. Also, by the way, this is definitely a PC Engine CD game.
Mm-hmm.
I just appreciate that Cotton is a very simple creature.
Yes. So this is it's a pretty basic side-scrolling shooter. The crystal, it kind of works on Twinbee rules in which you kind of bounce the crystal. You kind of bounce the crystal to have it change colors, which make it do different things. If you get it yellow, you get a little bit of EXP, which as the EXP goes up, you will get more powerful shots. It'll also turn orange, which will give you more EXP, red, which will give you fire magic, and blue, which will give you electric magic. So, whoop.
The fucking guitar.
Do you lose the improved shot?
You lose, because you see the little diamond next to my EXP?
Yeah.
I believe that is it's a tier system. Every time you die, you lose, I believe, a tier.
Okay.
Oh, also, that's a bit rude.
A little
That
bit,
is
yeah.
very rude.
So, one nice thing about this being the PC, or the, okay, so, the thing that's nice about this being the, well, I guess Turbo CD in the case, since it's the US release, is the fact that you can turn, that controllers by default will have a auto-fire switch on them. The thing is that, if you hold down the fire button, you will do magic. And
Dwarf from Golden Axe?
kinda. Also, your other button has a very Gradius style bomb. If you hold that button down, you will send Silk, your fairy, out to do damage to a monster, whatever it kind of latches to.
This music's great.
Mm-hmm. What a
Why does this
fascinating
weird statue-
creature.
Why does it just have a gun?
I don't know. Also, it's tea time.
Tea time!
Don't eat the baby, please.
Eat the baby.
Ah, she's got fangs, be careful.
Yes.
I love this stupid text scroll.
It's powerful.
What a weird ass Mandragora.
Yep. One problem that I kind of have with the power-up thing is the fact that the red and orange look almost identical.
Yeah, they're very close. The red is just a smidge darker. So when was this made?
The arcade version came out in 91. This particular release was like 93, I think.
Yeah.
So actually a
that's-
very late TurboGrafx CD game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, because it's a Hudson Soft up top.
Time for Woody Woods.
He's seen some shit.
You saw what you did to the statue in the last level.
I'm more impressed by his ability to vomit up little trees.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very interesting attack.
Not very threatening though.
Nope.
Just does this game have a habit of bosses being like much easier than the level itself?
Depends. So here's kind of the main thing that makes, and I bet you this probably is still in the arcade version as well.
Oh god, those spheres.
Those
are so
arrows are almost invisible.
Yeah.
Oh, that is. They're so tiny. Tiny baby arrows.
Tiny bear arrows, which will kill you just as well as anything else.
Oh, they will fuck your day up, but also they're so small.
These clouds are really fucked up.
Yeah.
A lot of shit in this is really fucked up. Like those weird flying eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Cotton, your role is terrifying.
This particular section really kind of sucks. Whoop.
I've noticed. I love that their heads come flying off. It's really good and not annoying. What happens if you get like a big gem?
Magic?
Give it a moment. Yeah.
I think you might just get 2 of the same magic.
Oh, that's underwhelming.
Also, the one thing that's kind of sucks about the fairy is the fact that you can't use the homing attack on bosses.
Oh, that's weird.
So it's only a kind of a bigger enemy thing.
Okay, but let's take a second to appreciate the placement of that weird, fleshy neck and head. The head at the end of the fleshy shaft, if you would.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Also, Cotton is just the best.
Yes.
Okay, this song's already fucking good.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I would probably say that this is probably the best version of this game to play solely because of the music. Also because the different versions of this, like the ports of this game, are actually relatively similar in like quality. There is one exception, which is there is a Neo Geo Pocket Color port of this game.
Oh dear.
It is in fact the only shmup that is available on the Neo Geo Pocket Color.
It's like I'm digging the song, but it just feels out of place.
It probably felt a lot more like. I mean, I can find out real quick. Because I think, let's see if I do this. And let's do a little bit of scrolling, because it's stage 3.
Mm-hmm.
And... Yep.
So which Cotton game is this again?
This is Cotton Fantastic Night Dreams. I believe there is a PlayStation port. I believe there is a let's say PlayStation, Saturn maybe, this version, and I think one other. Oh, maybe a Sharp X68K port, which that would just be arcade perfect.
Surprisingly, this seems the only thing this composer's really done.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know how, because I can't think of, like, I think it was also because I don't think Success did much. Like, this came out in 91, and, like, I can't remember what else they did in between this and, like, Cotton 2. Which I believe was, like...
something like this, I'm surprised this composer hasn't had more work is all. But no, this is it. Like, I looked them up. Kenichi Hirata is the name.
I'm being called away for signs, so we'll have to drop out. Sorry, guys.
Sure.
Also, what are those weird, like, kind of orb things that you're picking up?
I believe it's just score bone. But it doesn't seem like it's giving me score.
No, it gave you 1,000.
Oh, it gave me 1,000, okay.
Yeah, there's a little 1,000 that popped up over it.
Okay, yeah, I see.
God, this game is weird. Like, the creature designs are bizarre. Oh man, is it a wall boss? Oh boy.
Well,
What?
oh geez. Yeah, that kind of comes out really quickly.
This game is a little bit rude. Like shooting it makes it take damage.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
Also,
the
shooting
problem
things
there.
gives you
It's a little
XP.
bit hard to see.
Yeah, this game has a really bad things being visible problem.
Yeah, it's dark on dark does not work. What a weird... I don't know what to call her.
Like not a Naga, but like a...
Kalamia is all I can think of.
Like, it's not even, well...
It's the really long tail and everything.
I like that she's just stacking them on her head.
Okay, but look at the fairy. Like
Yes.
it's built. The faces in this are really fucking good.
Yeah, say what you will about the game itself, the art direction in this game is very good.
I mean, when you destroyed those colors, it actually looked like the destruction animation looked really good.
Yes.
Like, this is a good looking
Right.
game.
Yeah, these things. Now I have multiple fairies.
Oh shit, more options.
Yep.
How did Silk multiply? This feels really weird, actually.
Well, there are multiple fairies because the part of the thing they don't really say is that as you mentioned, we're saving fairy land, so there's multiple fairies.
Yeah, it's just, you know, I didn't expect them all to look the same.
That is true. Also, yes. Also, I think we're almost at max power.
It seems like just one more level.
Oh.
Which, oh man, I cannot imagine getting full power without cheating.
Yeah, especially since... So I tested this earlier today. And I died, like, right around here just to see what would happen. And I did not actually get max power until the very end.
Yeah, this game seems like a bit of a fucker.
The only thing I would say is that I actually don't know how much of a difference the different levels of firepower actually give.
I think part of it's more spread.
Yeah, that's probably the main thing, which... Even then,
I'd also
like...
figure that the larger fireball would do more damage.
Yeah, it's I believe, the orange... Oh, okay, like, I could not even tell that there was arrows on the screen at that point.
Yeah, it was bad enough earlier, but now it's like dark on dark, which is not good. At least they have very defined arcs.
Yes.
Also, I don't understand the difference in the magics.
To be honest, there really is not one.
Yeah,
Because it's not like there's
purely cosmetic.
there's no elemental system in here. Okay. Those arrows are just the worst. Yep, now we're max.
I mean, Tyrion, I don't think I've ever actually seen a need for, like, a turn button. What? Okay, lady, what is going on with your lion situation? Please trim your mane.
Also, it's one of these bosses where it's not so much. It's okay. You got to take a look at like 2 different directions.
Yeah, it's mostly just avoidance. This game doesn't really have come from behind enemies a whole lot.
Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 situations in which that is definitely a thing.
Which is why I said a whole lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so this snake lady has a lion head down below. When that lion head opens up, a snake head comes out, and I am deeply confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I love this stupid bit. It's so good. There's just something incredibly satisfying about tea time.
Also, I like.
That is not
had,
a sphinx!
Yeah, the thing I like, I noticed it in Cotton 2, but in here, how in the, like, little corner there of the text box, it shows who is speaking, and the fact that the narrator is just a microphone.
Yeah, I know, I was gonna point that out early on. It was really good. Also, yeah, I think your experience is capped out now, because it just has the giant gem.
Yep. See, yeah, like, that is kind of a...
Yeah, that's a right fucker, because he homes in super aggressively in this area where avoidance is key.
One thing that is nice, though, is that this does not have collision damage. Which, for the time, is incredibly rare. Also, these enemies suck. Because don't kill them fast enough, they're basically guaranteed death.
You don't love lasers? It's weird that you still have fireballs despite using the electricity.
Well, that wasn't really until 2 where they actually did that part.
I know, I'm just saying, like, aesthetically, it looks off.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that turtle. Yeah, I'm glad I'm eating my words about enemies from behind.
Yep.
Gotta dodge. Look, you can dodge a crab, you can dodge a bullet.
Dex, I don't think? No, they don't.
Your bombs seem kind of anemic.
Yeah, kind of. It doesn't help the fact that it's weird having a thing that I have to mash the button to use while the other thing is auto-fire. I mean, I could just turn on auto-fire for the bombs, but... which I probably should, since I'm not really using the fairy homing attack.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't, like, bind them to the same button.
What do you mean? Oh, the bomb and the fire? Well, they perform, holding down each button performs a different thing. Like, because remember, holding down the fire button does magic, holding down the bomb button is what does the homing attack.
Yeah, I don't see the problem, actually. I mean, granted, they should have been bound to the same button to begin with, but that's...
Oh, yes.
It's like an old shmups where you had to fucking rebind your buttons just so
Like,
you
especially
have
like
shot.
Radius.
Yeah, on the same button. Also, this just looks like a fucking Gradius boss.
Yeah. I was gonna say, there's like an ActRaiser boss that is basically just this.
Also, once again, these bullets are not the easiest to see. Especially because there's a lot going on screen. Like the little particle effect from the hands coming out of the
There you go.
ground makes it. Like there's a lot of white noise going on, is what I'm saying.
Yep.
God, I love tea time. It's such a little thing, but it's just very satisfying.
Of the finishing a stage thing,
It's true, cotton size doesn't matter.
also time for the last normal stage.
Once again, I stand by it, like, the music is very good, but also it just doesn't feel fitting for, like, cotton.
It's the thing that it sounds like every other TurboGrafx 6 or CD game, which is not bad, but it's just in like a Lords of Thunder kind of thing. It makes sense. Like in a Gates of Thunder, it made sense. This not so much.
Yeah, it feels out of place for this adorable witch in her goofy ass adventure. And granted, her world is kind of fucked up, it seems.
Yeah.
Also, there's no collision damage with the walls. It's so very nice. Like more games, more shmups need that.
Okay. Oh, no.
Although I'm not allowed to gamble.
So these Minotaur things are almost like
Weird.
they look like they're like pre-rendered.
They do.
But
Honestly, they just remind me of pigs, not minotaurs.
maybe they are pigs and I just I'm seeing
Dude,
a Minotaur.
I mean, I don't know what they're supposed to be. I'm gonna be real.
Who knows in this hellscape of a world?
Pretty much.
Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Also, this is the only point in the game in which you had a loop of the Red Book audio. Oh, damn it. Yeah, those arrows suck. Alright, I think this is where the boss is. Yep. Oh. And there we go.
You did it!
Tea time.
So much tea.
Whoops. Ignore that.
Nice job. What are willows anyway?
I always just figure them to be magical candy.
Yeah, I just feel like a giant candy, but the way she describes it... Did we just fuck up?
Well... Okay, last boss time.
Just some weird demon lady, okay.
Yep.
This is kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, just a little bit.
This doesn't seem very threatening.
Not really.
It's like all she does is cast that shitty barrier. I mean, the shield is annoying, but not threatening.
Yeah, and I think you can just bop her on the head with a bomb.
Yeah, it seems it. I wonder if her legs take damage while she's shielding.
Nope. When she has the shield up, she doesn't take any damage at all.
That's
damn
really
it.
dumb.
Oh.
Yeah, the only time she's really threatening is when she teleports in right next to you.
What you remember doing?
That said, those rocks are really hard to see.
Oh, and...
Like, this game has a very bad habit of dark on dark, which is not good. That's my one big complaint about it.
And that's it.
Wow, that was surprisingly short.
This game's... It's good
This
art.
game is really good. Like, this speaks to me. This is a very powerful image right here.
Yes.
Land of the Rising Willow. Lady, I don't care, I got willows.
So yes.
Cotton got screwed out of her willows. She got fucking played so hard.
Yep.
Silk, you're going to die. She's gonna fucking kill you, Silk. I appreciate these candies she loves are also fucking special magical objects.
Yep. And that is Fantastic Night Dreams Cotton. So they give you the option to do a second loop. The only thing that the second loop gets you is that at the very end you get a credits instead of an ending. So we don't really care for that. Also, I did better than my score last time. Oh. Remembered I had? Now I don't remember I have Turbo Fire on. So yes, that was Cotton. Okay, so Fantastic Night Dreams Cotton belongs in the attack list. Let's see. Well, actually, let's take a little trip real quick. Let's take a look. Go over here. And I think we placed it somewhere in the green.
Fantastic Nights?
Yeah, or let's see. Fantastic Night.
I thought Fantastic Nights was placed higher.
Let me see. So then we placed Cotton 2 really high. Like, Cotton 2 is right here. It's a 23.
That's just Cotton 2 was really good.
Yeah, and I'm just trying, because I remember placing it, kind of realizing, oh, maybe I placed it lower than I should have. Find it.
I mean, it's the weakness of ranking the way we do.
Yeah, how it's always, we're not going back as much as maybe we should. Did it call just Cotton? No, I could just be smart and actually just do it like this.
Yeah, just search it.
Cotton. Oh, that's Panorama Cotton.
Yeah, Panorama.
Cotton 1 is 174.
Really?
Yeah.
At least on the current list, I would place it much higher than it.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good game. It's a good-ass game.
So we placed it somewhere in here. But...
were you playing the arcade release?
Yes. I was playing the arcade.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that may have been the issue.
Yeah, because in that one you didn't have any turbo fires, so that would definitely screw you over.
I would honestly put it like right above Bubble Bobble.
That high?
I don't know. It seemed pretty good to me.
I mean, remember, I was also cheating, and also there's a really bad thing about being able to see things, which is kind of important on anything that kills you instantly.
I don't know what Fantasy Zone the Maze was.
I would actually think maybe in between... I would say in between the Fairyland story and Fantasy Zone the Maze.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. I still think it was really good despite its issues.
It's really good, but it actively screws you over in certain spots.
It is a dick.
I think it's Fantastic Night Dreams Cotton, I believe is the full title. It's 48. That was 1991. Success.
That is its biggest issue, is hard to see shots.
I'm gonna still say the arcade version because it's practically the same thing. And it's definitely a shmup. I would also call this very anime.
Incredibly.
Sound. The sound's good.
Very good. I wouldn't say it was amazing, but I would definitely put it at like a B.
Yeah, I'm thinking B because the PC Engine CD or the PC CD version is really good. The arcade version's decent, but again, they use like it uses some weird sound chip that makes it sound a little bit different than everything, or maybe just the way they arranged it. It sounds really weird.
Probably the arrangement.
Yeah.
I would say at the very least B for this. Like, I like the enemy designs; they're really weird and bizarre.
Because I was almost thinking A for style.
Yeah, A would be good too. Yeah, because the cutscenes are super charming.
Yeah.
Cotton is fucking great.
Feel. This is where I'd probably give it a C.
Yeah, it's got problems.
It does some things nice, but it also does some things pretty bad.
Yeah, I still say, like, putting the bomb on a separate button is not the greatest.
Yeah.
And also having the fairy be largely useless.
Impact. This game is relatively obscure. I would say even among cult... I don't even know if this has even quite as much of a cult following as, say...
I mean, is this the first Cotton game?
Yes.
Yeah, then I would say at the very least, like, Cotton has some... notoriety. This did spawn the franchise. Yeah, at the very least.
Alright.
It's definitely H.
Yeah.
I would say like C.
Yeah, C sounds good.
D.
Difficulty.
Difficulty definitely a D.
Yeah.
D or E.
Yeah, I'd just say D.
Just because of issues that, like once again, hard to see bullets is really the big one.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of being rude in general, but that is far and away probably the worst offender.
Yeah. Alright, okay, so with that, although that was Cotton. So, one thing that I kind of, because I was looking for games to do, because there was a couple that I had in mind, but I need to look for other games that had witches in it. And I came across a game on the Game Boy Color that would definitely count. It also turns out that we could actually take a look at a trio of games. And I think this is actually kind of would be interesting to take a look at because I don't know if a lot of people kind of realize, well, when these games came out, it was by a developer that was relatively obscure. Nowadays, they are pretty much I wouldn't quite say household brand, but if you're familiar with games now, especially, I would say somewhat retro-style games, they're very much a big name. And maybe not even retro-style, but more indie stuff. But yeah, they made a trio of games on the Game Boy Color that would fit that all-star witches of various sorts. Well, 2 witches in particular. Let's just go ahead and start. So I believe this is the first one. And I will... So this is a game by WayForward Technologies.
Oh! Huh. Oh no. Oh no, if it's WayForward, I know what this is.
Well... So this is...
Give me that licensed garbage!
Yeah. At this point in time, WayForward Technologies was making a lot of licensed games.
I mean, they still make licensed shit. The big thing is it pays the bills for their other projects.
Yes. And I believe this is... They made 2 Sabrina the Teenage Witch games. I believe this is the first one.
Okay, but it does have everyone's favorite Bicon, Salem the Cat.
Yes. Actually, I just realized I think this is actually the other one that I need to do. I'll just do this one first.
Yeah, this is a different Sabrina.
This was before Shantae. Which...
Shantae was Game Boy Color.
Yes. It came out a year before. Because Because I think this is... I think this was 2002. Also, this is just reminding me of the fact that there was, in fact, a Sabrina the Teenage Witch cartoon.
Not as good as the TV show.
Also,
Not as good as the live one, which I watched the shit of as a kid. Yeah, there was a cartoon. It came after the show. It was not great.
Also, I keep on forgetting that Sabrina the Teenage Witch technically is a Archie property.
Yep. It's easy to forget once again because of the live-action show.
Yeah.
Which was very good.
Because I remember, like, at the time, it's like, oh, it's not like they do a live-action Archie show. That'd just be ridiculous.
Also, once again, Salem is canonically bi.
Yes.
This is very important. He's the bicon we deserve.
Oh, there we go.
Also, Shantae was 2002.
Yep, I think this is the same year. It will also, once we get to the game, the fact that it is somewhat by the same people as Shantae will be incredibly apparent. Because I believe that WayForward Technologies, with their, I believe, starting with Extreme Sports, they started basically using the same engine in every game that they made. At least a good majority of them. And it's very apparent. There's nothing wrong with that, but you can definitely tell that they're sharing code.
Okay, but does it have Shantae's incredibly bouncy sprites?
What? Yes.
Just everything's gotta be moving at all times. Like, WayForward, in my experience, likes their really active idle animations.
Like that?
Yeah. That one's a bit lower effort than I'm used to, though. Yeah, like, WayForward's licensed stuff is never, like, particularly great, but it's okay. At least in my experience.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
That's what my biggest issue is. This is incredibly zoomed in.
Yeah, well, that is very much a problem that a lot of Game Boy Color games have. A lot of Game Boy games in general have it.
And it's a limit of resolution.
So now that we have the 3 crystals, we can go into the next level. Also, it seems very much like the person who composed the music for these, because I don't think because Jay Kaufman started with Game Boy Color Shantae, right?
I know that was one of the big ones he did.
Yeah, whoever did the music for this must have done stuff for the Commodore 64. Oh. Oh. That hill is fully good. Oh, damn it. Okay, damn it.
Also, his first, the game he first composed in was in fact Hubert, for the Game Boy Color.
Huh, okay. Okay, so now we are playing a Salem. I don't think Salem can actually hurt any enemies, but he is a lot faster.
So he did not do this game. He did do Shantae. He did do Micro Machines for the Game Boy Advance. He did the Scorpion King Sword of Osiris for the GBA.
There we go. Oh, no. I bet you that's where the exit... I'm pretty sure that's where the exit's gonna be. Actually, if I remember correctly, I think up... Is it up here? I think there were doors that... Nope. Nope. Oh yeah, the spray work in this game is phenomenal.
I mean, it's WayForward. What else would you expect? Like, if nothing else, they've always had, like, high-quality art for their stuff. Which is greatly appreciated.
Yep. Okay, so there's that. So the thing is that you can only exit as Sabrina.
Is this Spooked or Zapped?
I can't remember. I think it's... Oh.
2001 or 2000?
2001.
Then it's Spooked.
Okay.
Okay, I cannot find anything on this game's, like, info.
Yeah, because I think even the Wikipedia page, like every other article had like every game listed had something going to it except for this one. Or like these two.
I mean, a lot of WayForward's stuff, like their early stuff, doesn't have any sort of Wikipedia article.
Also, one thing, if you go on their website, in their main list of games, the earliest game they listed is Shantae for the Game Boy Color.
What, they don't want to talk about Mickey's Ultimate Challenge, Casper Animated Activity Center, Bear in the Big Blue House, Bear's Sense of Adventure for the PC.
I mean, you figure at least you'd talk about, like, extreme sports.
Okay, but what about Pearl Harbor Defend the Fleet?
Okay, that maybe not that much.
WWF Betrayal?
That one's really weird, because it's a brawler.
Huh. And there's also Wendy, Every Which Way.
Yes.
There's these two Sabrina games, and also there's Extreme...
We may or may not be seeing that game later on.
Okay, but what about Extreme Sports?
Extreme Sports, I remember seeing ads for that game everywhere, like with Shantae. It was just a game that I saw everywhere, it's just I never actually played it.
Wow, this cover art is special, though. Oh my god, you can tell it's from the folks who did Shantae.
Oh, for Extreme Sports?
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
God, like, WayForward is one of the most confusing, like, development histories, I guess.
Also remember... I remember actually playing Mickey's Ultimate Challenge as a kid.
Also, never forget that they did a Drake and Josh game.
Right. Okay, I don't know how to destroy those things.
Probably the worst part about that Drake and Josh game, though, is I remember somebody once posted a screenshot saying, "Guess this game, I bet you won't," and I knew it right away. I hate that I knew it.
Oh, okay.
Ah, you got a butt bounce, I guess. Huh.
Okay, so it's very much one of these kind of games.
I'm just amazed she doesn't fuck up her tailbone.
Also, apparently water just instantly kills both of you. Also...
Okay, but Tyrion, how can you defeat enemies with your ass if you have none? These are the questions we should ask ourselves every day.
I mean... Judging by, we can't judge from the sprite whether or not she does in fact have an ass, but that's not something I want to think about.
Look, I was just going off, like, the really noodly character art.
Yes, I would imagine so with the noodly art. But still, especially not the teenage witch.
You're right, when you put it like that.
Oh, okay, got
Later,
that.
Salem.
Okay. Also, I don't know exactly what the stars do. Okay.
Probably bonus points.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, are they power-ups?
I get... You know what, that sounds familiar, because a lot of the other games that I tried that have the star system work exactly like that. And then...
I do really like this music though, it's really relaxing.
Yes.
Like, I'm not huge on the color palette, but the game still looks really good.
Okay.
Also, I do like that little, like, happy level finished animation. It's really cute.
It is.
Also, anytime I see, like, actual, like, official-looking art, I cry a little.
Oh, from the show.
Yeah, these sprites are really fun and cute, but the actual art style is not great.
I think I'm gonna go until we get to whatever determines the next level.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Because I'm sure things get a little different later. Like, I'm sure there's
Yeah,
I mean, you see,
once
there's
get to, like, a different stage or
there's
whatever.
4 boxes, so there's got to be different power-ups that we won't see. But
yeah, there's probably like other stages. Just kind of a shame how long this one seems to go on for.
I believe when I looked up how long a long play of this would be, I believe it lasts an hour.
Fucking what? And granted, it's a licensed game, what do you expect, but...
I was gonna say...
It's a licensed game from the 2000s.
Are you saying that that's way too short or way too long?
Like, that's pretty short, but I'm not
Yes.
surprised.
It is not the shortest game they developed.
I don't doubt it. Once again, like, this is... to me, at least, the licensed properties always felt like a means to an end.
Okay.
Like, they still put effort into them, but it always felt to me like they were just a way of getting money for their passion projects.
I was at you with that. I think we've seen enough of that because I don't want to just wander around aimlessly for like another 10 minutes.
It also got real repetitive real fast.
Yeah. So yeah. Also, here's the weird thing with these kind of games is that because it's not really a puzzle game, but it seems like it has like it's trying to have elements of puzzle game, but
I don't know, it just seems like a normal S platformer to me.
So yeah, in that case, I'll put it in the resistance list. It's competent, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's very bland though.
Yeah.
And that sounds like around monsters in my pocket level.
I would put it above maybe.
I would, but it's just I'm saying like if you're going off of competent but kind of just bland in there.
Because I'm thinking maybe above Super Star Wars.
Yeah, and that's about kind of it. Like it's not.
Actually, yeah, I'd rather play Kung Fu Master than that.
Like it is perfect yellow tier kind of game, just there.
I had to think for a moment. I'm like, oh yeah, right next to. Oh wait.
Yeah, you forget we have no fucking orange.
So I forgot what game this was.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch, colon Zapped. No, it's a Spooked. Spooked.
Yep, that is Spooked.
Exclamation mark.
It is Spooked.
Yep. It is Spooked with an exclamation mark.
Which?
Teenage is one word. Oh, it's just weird kerning.
Oh. How about that?
Oh, no, your cursor! Fuck you!
Yeah,
Sabrina Teenage Witch, colon Spooked.
Yeah. Spooked. Okay.
With an exclamation mark.
Oh.
It's important.
Okay. 48. It's 2002 or 1?
This is 1.
Okay.
Shantae was 2.
Okay. WayForward.
The 2 Sabrina games, WayForward Technologies.
Yeah, that's not gonna fit in the box though.
Yeah, I know. It's great because everyone just knows them as WayForward nowadays, but their full name is still Technology. Like WayForward.
Yeah, and I for the entire week in which I was looking that up, I put games instead and didn't realize until today that actually that's wrong.
They have never been WayForward games, but you'd think they would be.
I would say that's... Because here's the thing. I mean, technically you could say that this is kind of a cash grab kind of game, but you really can't because they actually put a lot of effort into it.
WayForward always puts effort in, and I can genuinely appreciate that, even if licensed games are still generally shit.
So in that sense, I would definitely put it in queue.
Yeah.
The sound was decent. Nothing really...
It was okay until it got repetitive.
Yeah, I'll put C then. There is no way that these are not getting A.
Yeah, no, WayForward always has, like, gorgeous artwork.
Uh-huh. And then feel, I would probably still say C, though.
Yeah, it's C for competent.
Impact...
Nil.
Yeah.
It's a fucking licensed game.
Age... I'd say it's aged better than...
Like, yeah, it's aged okay enough.
Yeah, I'd say B. Difficulty is, like... If anything, I'd almost say B, but... Yeah,
and it's a game targeted at children, but also it's still a WayForward game. So I would say probably C.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that for now. Right. So... yeah, there's that. So naturally, if we took a look at that, then might as well just go ahead and, you know... do this.
Oh, good. Is it time for Zapped? Or is it Wendy the Witch?
It is Zapped.
Damn it! Oh, God.
I wonder if that site still exists. Also, let's just... God, it is just so weird seeing Salem drawn like that.
I know, like, I will forever remember Salem as the fucking animatronic. Or like the one of a million black cats they had to bring on set to play his part. Cause that was really good. I think like 7 different cats played Salem. Something like that.
I would not be surprised. Also got a little monkey's paw situation. Also, that me not watching that little cutscene also now is making me realize why are all of them turned into animals.
Can you spot the reuse sprites?
Okay, so in this one you have to like stun them,
Jesus.
and then also
Bash. Oh hey, your friend became a furry.
I mean that's everyone in this.
Please. Snakes are scaly.
Became a something.
Yeah, I don't know. This gameplay seems kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
Like the previous game was passable, but oh, Jesus, that set you far back.
It's very far back, but granted.
No, so that kind of just makes it even worse, is you just have these long tracks of nothing if you die later. Yeah, I don't know, this game just feels really bare bones.
Also, some of this sounds like it's using a PC speaker.
To be fair, they did a bunch of PC games around that time.
I would suppose, but still.
Yeah, this game is bad. Like, the previous game was passable, like, that was fine, but this just feels...
Also, hitting them with your spell thing before, like, they're not even touching you will hurt you, which is not great. This is
Yeah,
Game Boy
this
Color.
is Game Boy Color.
Which I had to actually think about, okay, because it's like, because I know I have the limit on like what is technically considered retro, and I forgot how long this went into. But since it came out in 80 or 98, so that definitely counts.
Yeah, to be fair, the Game Boy itself lasted an incredibly long time.
Which is actually making me wonder, do I count the Game Boy Advance or not? I would kind of say yes, considering it is basically a portable SNES.
Oh man, then get ready for a shit ton of shovelware. Holy shit.
Oh. Oh.
Like, the Game Boy and Game Boy
Wow,
Color were...
Even that, okay, sure.
Like the Game Boy and Game Boy Color were pretty bad with shovelware, but I still say, like, the Game Boy Advance is the pinnacle of just how much shovelware you can fit on a system.
Okay, if you can't... Then what's the point of Salem? Oh, also... I saw that.
You mean the yo-yo?
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, see, that's more like the WayForward, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. This game is really bland.
Yeah.
Like, the previous game was bland but passable, but this is just really bare bones.
I mean, the pause thing is a little bit more animated.
Yeah, that's WayForward for you.
Yep. Okay, so this is definitely going lower.
Yeah.
I would not put it into, well...
I mean, this would probably be orange territory.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but I still would not. I would rather play this than, say, Stone Protectors.
True. Maybe we can finally... I mean, Stone Protectors should be the fucking start of the orange category, if I'm gonna be real.
Probably, but we need to find more stuff to push it down.
Yeah, the problem is the red category is so fucking massive, it's eating the fucking oranges.
Yeah. So...
Because, like, we have a bunch of perfect orange fodder, and it's just never...
Yeah, and you know what? Let's just... You know what? Let's just... Okay, where... Will we say that Renegade is the start of the red?
Where's Renegade? I'm trying
Or
to...
is Neketsu Kunio-kun?
I would say Neketsu Kunio-kun, if I'm gonna be real.
Okay. Hey! There! We finally have one.
We did it!
We just had to say, okay, maybe you're not quite that bad.
Yeah, like, that's what threw me is...
Okay.
Finally did it.
So... I would
say... Yeah?
I would say... I'm actually thinking in between Soul of the Samurai and Stone Protectors.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, honestly.
Oh, actually, and let me just make sure that I'm doing this. That's Zapped.
This is 2000.
So, 2000.
29.99.
Okay.
Even the future's full of disappointment.
And I'd still probably say it's cute.
Yeah, no, it's definitely cute. I mean, did you see those fucking enemies?
Yes. Also,
I didn't even notice the music.
You know, it wasn't terrible. Well, let's see again, and you know, even that, it still has to do that. Feel, I'd give it a little bit downgrade. This one was not. And then age, this one I'd say probably D, and then difficulty, I'd actually probably give it a D. Actually, no, I'd give that one definitely a C. This one might be a B.
Yeah. No, I would say Spooked would be a B, but that one's definitely a C. Like the butt stomp is pretty dodgy.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't believe it. We finally have oranges by just
saying
setting
okay.
our sights lower.
Okay. So, with that done, now it's Wendy the Witch. So this is also another thing that I keep on forgetting that it technically belongs in another license. Because Wendy, was it Wendy the Friend? Is that Wendy the Friendly Witch? It's like Wendy the Good Witch or something like that. But yes, this is Wendy Every Which Way. So you see this, so here's the thing that I don't know how I would do this actually. So you see how there's this advanced world at the bottom? I'm actually kind of surprised on how this actually works, but the advanced world you only unlock if you were actually playing this in a Game Boy Advance. So, yeah, that's just normal. So, Wendy the Good Witch actually is a spin-off of Casper the Friendly Ghost. Hello? Okay. So. Even
Okay,
more even more bouncy than the other ones.
Yeah, no, it's WayForward likes their really animated sprites, and you know what, I can appreciate that.
Yes.
So this just seems like more of a standard platformer so far.
Standard except for one thing.
Oh!
You can flip up and down, which
I can't believe...
may or may not have will show up in a later WayForward game.
I can't believe we're finally playing the letter V 6 times.
Well, also, the person who developed this game, who I think is actually also the co-founder of WayForward, or actually the founder, but has gone on and said that basically this is what inspired, like, this mechanic is actually what inspired them to make the game Mighty Flip Champs.
Which is good. I mean, a lot of the Mighty stuff is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my undying love of Mighty Switch Force.
Yeah, I got that on my Wii U and played it for like 10 minutes and then never played it again. Not in terms because I didn't like it, just because it's like, oh hey, this is neat, and I just never went back to it.
It's a very good puzzle game. Also, the music is fucking stellar, and I may have bought the soundtracks.
Oh yes, because that's definitely when Jake Kaufman was starting to work on that.
Yeah,
I think.
no, I mean, Jake Kaufman does a shit ton of WayForward stuff. They work hand in hand pretty well. Also, the dude's a fucking wizard. Like, he is incredibly skilled. But yeah, this game is adorable.
It definitely is.
My biggest complaint is the music feels a little bare bones.
It does.
Especially even just compared to Sabrina, which came out around the same time. They even have similar UIs if you look.
Yep. Well, it's that, and also.
That was fucking brutal.
Yep.
I don't like the official looking art. It's really ugly.
Yeah, it's just that weird, like, late 90s, well, technically, I guess, 2000s style.
Early 2000s, like, really mass-manufactured cartoony art style for kids.
Also, another game that we have yet to rank, but that was blatantly, well, I wouldn't say blatantly in terms of, like, oh, it's bad that they did this, but they have straight on gone on record and said that Metal Storm is what inspired this. Which is a game on the NES that is really interesting.
It's fascinating.
Which I might have ranked at some point if the animated one. Because I had that penciled in for an episode. Actually, I might still have that, and it's actually now on the schedule. But yeah, it has a very similar mechanic in this. Where you just hold... And all it is that you're holding up and jumping.
Look, as I said, I'm just glad that we're playing the game, the letter V, 6 times.
I still always find it funny that that's the actual name of the game.
Yeah. What, you don't like VVV?
Yeah. I just don't like just saying Viva. I just hope I got the amount right.
Yeah, I just say it in groups of 3 because it's easy to keep track of. But also, I'm pretty sure they are on record saying it's the letter V 6 times.
Or surprise. So yeah, this actually does have a little bit of puzzle platformer a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, like, this is probably of the 3 licensed games we've seen so far, this is the most technically competent.
You do not have to get the stars, they basically just power you up. Also...
The game itself is really good looking, but the official art kills me.
Also, you can flip upside down, and I don't know what the point of it is.
Being fucking awesome! Like, why would you not always be flipped over during this flying segment? Can't believe we're playing Cotton already.
Yeah. I mean, this is roughly what the Neo Geo Pocket Color version of Cotton looks like. So I think the music might have not been emulated properly. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so, we've already done 1/3 of the game. There's only 3 stages. When I looked up a long play for this, it lasts 30 minutes.
Also, this game looks a lot nicer than Spooked.
Yes.
It's because it has a much better color palette.
Oh, what's this? Oh, you can't shoot while flipping.
It's gonna drop on you.
Yep. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like this thing with the music. Oh god. God, this game is so short. Oh, the thing is, I'm debating about whether or not when to stop this because there is a... I know the next game might take a little while. So I think I actually might have seen enough of this. Because it's basically... It's this. But... So yeah. Yeah. Alright, so... Wendy every which way. Would we still consider this in the resist list?
Yeah, this is a platformer. This is a pretty normal platformer.
Yep. Yeah,
I would put it up above Spooked at the very least.
Oh yeah. Let's see. So that's 39.5. I would probably... I'd say I'd actually play... I would actually probably put this... I'm thinking in between Castlevania and The Simpsons.
Yeah, it sounds fun to me. It was surprisingly good.
Yeah.
For what is very blatantly a licensed property.
Yep, and that's 48. 2001?
Let me check again. I had it open just a second ago. This is 2001, yes.
Okay. And also WayForward. This is also a BBC.
Look, Axe, once in a blue moon you get a licensed game that is good.
Also, I'd still say this is cute.
It is aggressively cute.
Music, I'd actually say is probably a B territory.
Yeah. And it wasn't, yeah.
And then definitely A still. I feel I'd probably also give a little better.
Yeah, it's a pretty alright game.
Yep. Impact again also, yeah. Age, this one is definitely probably put on the same level as Spooked.
Yeah.
In the difficulty, I'd say it's probably B. Alright, so with that, that's enough looking at WayForward stuff.
Oh my god, they have so much stuff.
Yeah. So, this next game is kind of interesting, and I'm just going to start it.
Remember when that happened back in 99?
Yep. I mean, the end day had already happened.
Look, games, if you want an apocalypse, just give it a few decades.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this text crawl is killing me. God, look at this fucking anime!
Yep.
Illegal magics.
So, this is Magical Doropie. The thing is that this game, when it came out over here, was retitled The Cryon Conquest, and all the cutscenes were taken out. Including this one that's going to start right now.
God, she just looks like she's out of like an early 90s anime, and then Doropie just has no place here.
Yes. So one thing they kind of used that. I think they used the starting cutscene and they renamed Doropie to Francesca. Also, oddly enough, they make her even more look more anime-like in the US version. Okay, so here's the thing that this game's kind of notorious for. It might borrow elements from a certain other game, and we'll see if you can notice. Also, you can charge your shot.
No, I don't see it. Can you slide?
You can't slide, but you can also select from different things.
Like, this is fucking blatant as hell.
Also, just looking
Yeah,
down.
it's not subtle.
Also that enemy, and also, let's just say, if I do this, and then this.
Oh my fucking god. The broom seems kind of broken.
It kind of is in certain spots.
So is there any limit to your spells?
So, thankfully, no.
That's really
well,
nice, actually.
there is only one fire. You can only use once, I think, per substage, because that's basically screen clear.
Okay. I don't know, this game seems really charming.
Yes. For being a blatant Mega Man clone.
Like, that fucking matters. Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay. Also, yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if it's a clone if it's fucking good.
Also... There.
Yeah, that's actually pretty rad, though.
Yeah, it's really neat how you get, how it kind of really gets you to switch between, things, though. The only problem is that actually switching takes a little while.
Yeah. And it's interesting seeing, like, the style of game where you have all of your shit right away.
Yeah.
Like, just starting with a full kit is pretty abnormal. Learn angles!
Also the ball you can't charge.
My biggest complaint is the music's kinda not great.
Yeah. And that's round 1-1.
Okay, but I like that screen transition.
Oh, also one other thing is that you can actually shoot upwards with your normal shot. Oh.
These guys seem like right fuckers.
Yep.
This game's kind of a dick.
Yeah, that's kind of the main thing that I'd say against it, is the fact that it's an asshole.
Also, the ball noise can get annoying after a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm really digging this.
Oh, so you can't make it go down.
Also, this music's weirdly cheerful for how, like, dark and anime the opening was.
Yeah.
Granted, Doropie looks completely out of place anyway.
I mean, probably because it's... probably because they drew all the other sprites and just took this from something else. I don't know.
Or maybe he had a different character designer maker.
Also... yeah, that's also going back to the start of the stage.
Oh, no. What's the name again?
Magical Doropie, but also you can find it through the Cryon Conquest. That's K-R-I-O-N. Oh, God. Oh. Damn it.
Oh, you can crouch. Huh.
Yep, that's also nice. Oh, God damn it. Oh, geez, that thing does a lot of damage. Let's ignore that. Oh. Also, there's a thing about jumping and shooting at the same time, which kind of looks a little weird.
Wanna know some real fun shit?
Sure.
This was originally meant to be a licensed game for the 1986 anime, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
I remember hearing about that now that you say that.
But the anime's copyrights got held up by TV Tokyo, so they weren't able to use it.
Huh.
In the name of Doropie is a transliteration
Vision of Dorothy. Yep.
Yep.
Yep, that sounds about right. There we go. Also, not getting health back is kind of, you know what.
Also, apparently the main designer caught shit for having the main character of this game be a woman.
Huh. Okay.
The rest of the game's staff told the character designer that most video games during this release had male characters as protagonists because players couldn't relate to female protagonists as playable characters.
Oh, right. Also, one thing we haven't done yet.
Also, due to memory limits on the cartridge, as well as the hardware, and various technical problems, there is no final stage.
Okay.
The final stage was cut short, and it also prevented them from making more magical abilities. For instance, Freeze was originally planned to allow players to create footholds and platforms out of enemies, while Shield ability was originally planned to allow players to lay it out and allow the character to move downward. God, this is really interesting, honestly.
Yeah, it's interesting what they're doing with it.
Oh god, so Tokai removed the continue feature for the Korean Conquest because they thought Americans liked difficulty.
Huh. Also, oh, wrong thing. Also, that is an interesting enemy.
Please do not call me out like this. Okay, I do not need this negativity in my life. I don't judge you for your awful looking pizzas.
God, also I wish health drops were a lot more common. Oh, also, this sucks.
This is incredibly rude.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, there we go.
Hey, it's kind of a shame they couldn't, like, realize their vision. Because it sounded pretty interesting.
Yeah, because it's like, it takes some things from the Mega Man formula and, you know, make it better, actually, in some ways. Like, you know, crouching and shooting upward.
So apparently the hexagram that appears during level area transitions was removed in the English version because Nintendo of America did not allow religious content in video
Also,
games.
look at that icon. Also, this effect is also not great coming up.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, so the whole printing that on one frame and just flickering between the two. It's fun watching videos of this on YouTube because it's great because it's since a lot of them were before the time when you can upload at 60 frames a second. It would make it so that you would only get either you would just be look like it's frozen, or if so this boss fight kind of sucks.
So this apparently also released on the mobile phone, exclusively in Japan through the Vodafone service.
Okay. God, Vic Tokai is such a weird company.
Also, I love this line, and it's kind of a shame. A sequel was planned, but Nintendo had just released the SNES. The new developer kit was too expensive for the designers to use to create the sequel. That's kind of a shame. Because, like, I wonder what they would have learned from this.
There we go.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the ideas are there, it's just the execution is lacking. Even then, though, it still seems pretty neat. Also, I didn't realize that that character is a boy.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either.
I didn't realize this until I was looking at the wiki reading shit. Like once again, I got done watching Bubblegum Crisis 97 not too long ago, so this reminds me of one of the characters. Pris.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Doropie just looks so out of place. Because she is, as we have learned, from something different.
Yep, Mr. Kagemaru.
Also notable for just not having any eyelashes.
That too.
Which is pretty common in designs at the time. The final rod!
Brother of the final Pam. Alright, also we're here.
That said, I did love the little animation of Doropie just fucking up that place.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so crouching kills your momentum.
Yep. What's weird, except when you let go, it continues.
That's weird. And I'm digging this song a lot more than the previous one.
Yeah. Nope. Oh, right.
This game's really neat, but they clearly had issues with not being able to work around the technical limitations.
Yeah. Oh, kind of. Nope. There we go.
Yeah, fuck this level. Nice. I'm glad that your healing item is what looks like a pumpkin.
Yeah, I think it is a pumpkin.
Okay, but the crouch shoot is really good looking. I like it a
Yes.
lot.
Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh, wait.
It scrolled off screen.
Oh. God damn it. Whoop.
Which is weird that that would kill it, but you know. Oh, apparently your broom does a little bit of damage.
Yep, oh, that. Found it.
Just fucking eat the hit.
Yeah.
That is a real asshole spot.
Honestly, there are 4 rounds in this game?
Huh.
Okay, this part kind of sucks.
Yeah, this is where we're getting kind of bad, yeah. How are you supposed to avoid it?
I don't know.
The answer is put your broom at the top of the screen.
Oh jeez. Okay. That's just unfortunate placement. Or very dickish intentional placement.
Very dickish intentional, let's be real. Like, I don't know, this game is neat, but I'm not a fan of how bullshit it seems to be.
Yeah, yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm not a huge fan of, is the fact that it's an asshole. Can I go in there? Yeah.
Fuck you!
Asshole game. Oh. So let's...
Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Nope. Oh, that... Okay. I see.
This game is maybe not good.
Yeah, it's a... Oh, also that's ice, apparently.
Like, I would probably be more forgiving if it gave you more lives to work with.
Gave you more lives to work with or more health to deal with.
Also, checkpointed better. Because the checkpointing is real bad in this game. And that it doesn't exist.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh, okay.
Also, the ball noise is really bad. Like, I don't know, this game is neat, but it is very flawed.
Yeah. Yeah, like that, for instance.
Yeah.
Or the fact that this is still ice. Yep, that is not great, because that thing takes a lot of damage. Oh, also looking up kills your momentum too, in the same way that crouching does. Oh, also the explosion apparently is persistent. Oh, oh. Okay, there we go. Oh.
Also, my other complaint is they give you all these nice abilities, but then make you rely very heavily on the broom.
Yeah. Which also...
It also does not have very precise
jeez.
control. I mean, remember that you can crouch and shoot on your
Right.
broom.
Okay.
I love the stat strong.
Yes. Oh, this... Also, let's show what fire does. Is that really how long it stays vulnerable? Also, I should... Oh, that sucks.
Can you not jump over him?
I don't think I, because I'm on ice, I don't think I would have the momentum.
Spiders may be bad.
Yeah, this, I need to position myself a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Okay, so, okay, I gotta see, okay, how does this work?
What do you mean?
That O2 meter.
Oh no!
Okay, so, okay, let's just see. Is that insta-death?
I hope not.
Nope. Okay,
It's
I
also
think...
pretty slow damage.
Yeah. But also, I think that's probably enough of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Magical Doropie, aka the Cryon Conquest. Definitely belongs to the resist list. So... Let's just see. I would probably play that... I'm thinking below Dynasty Wars and in between and above Kickmaster or Kick Challenger.
Yeah, that sounds solid.
42.5.
Like, it's a neat game, but it's not that good because it is very deeply flawed. Like, it's a shame it wasn't better, and it's a shame they couldn't have kind of put out their vision.
What was it, 91?
I think so. Let me check.
Hi.
It was 90.
Okay, 90. That's an action game. Should we just call this one anime as well?
Yeah, this is just anime.
Okay. Sound kind of existed.
Yeah. And second stage theme was okay, but the first stage theme was not
Yeah.
great. And also, you have the awful weapon noises.
Yes. Style. I'd say the style, if there's anything good about the game, I'd say it's style.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like the cutscene art. That was very nice.
That's it,
The very
I'd probably say B.
blatant Mega Man sprites.
Yeah. Feel. It suffers a bit. Impact. It's only notorious because it's a blatant Mega Man clone.
Yeah, it's just E. It doesn't have any.
Yeah.
I mean, its development history is interesting, but at the end of the day,
yeah, I'd give it a D just because it's kind of notorious, but other than that, yeah. Age, this one I would probably actually give D for age.
yeah, it is aged a lot. Difficulty, D or E.
I would say E because they took out the continue feature in the US version.
Yeah. Also, it's just a raging asshole.
Yeah.
They took out the continue feature specifically in the Crayon Conquest.
Yeah. Which is probably the version, because I was using a fan translation, so that's probably the version that most people would play.
Yeah.
Also...
Can't believe that our orange rank is 3 large now.
I'm going to keep that there for now, because apparently that was breaking something. Yeah. Okay, the next game is Attack. So... Alright, so... I'm going to close this episode out, games involving witches, with a game that...
Finally!
Is... I would say pretty beloved in the...
Very good.
So I am actually going to be bringing up the PS4 again.
Oh, damn. Don't forget to turn off your messages.
There. Okay, so. There, and... Oh, there we go.
I like hearing the noises.
So.
DLC.
This, once we load, This is a... Come on.
Oh my god, get your shit together, Lolo.
There we go. So this is Raizing game.
Yeah.
The Goblin Empire is striking, essentially, is what this is saying.
Shit's going down. I
4
do
bounty
like
hunters are on the case.
I love the additional cutscene on the side. That's such a good touch they put in.
Yes.
That's
So,
a good shitta.
this is Mahou Daisakussen, also known as Sorcer Striker. This is a game that's in the series of M2 Shot Triggers, which is a series of games or re-releases that put out by the company M2 that basically take a very old game and basically enhance it quite a bit. So last time we took a look at this version was getting close to a year ago, probably about 10 months ago, right around the end of 2017. We took a look at a special mode in this. This, I figure, since we're taking a look at this for Retro Rank Rhapsody, I'm just going to do a more closer to standard mode. But one of the things that, that these modes, or that these versions include, are the ability to change a lot of stuff. And a lot of this is in Japanese, but basically, for example, I think this one is, what was that, Tsuka? I'm just going to put that back on arcade. And things like, this is like player speed, rank increase, so basically difficulty, whether or not you want super hard mode on, extend, so I have it so that it goes every 40,000 points, so we get a lot of extra lives. Changes the dip switches, other various kind of things.
So much crap.
Yeah, so I had this set. Also, one other thing that I'm not going to kind of change with, you can change, they have different music modes. So you can, I'm going to use this orchestral because this is the thing they added. You can choose to have the normal arcade music. You can also choose to have, I believe, the FM Towns version. Because this was ported to the FM Towns. You can have that play. Which actually, since I didn't spend as much time with the Crying Conquest, I can actually show what that sounds like.
Okay, but also, the fucking orchestral range is so good.
We'll hear that in game, but if I go, I believe, to Materials Room and Sound Gallery, so like arcade, just standard arcade music. This is what the PC version sounds like. Very MIDI. I mean, straight up MIDI, because I think even the X68K version, you could just straight up plug in a Roland like SC55, and it will use that. You can plug in a synthesizer to the computer.
Pretty solid.
Yep. Oh god, this sounds so... that MIDI.
I know, but it's good-ass MIDI. Like, I'm digging this version, actually.
Okay.
But the orchestral range is the good shit.
Okay, so, so I have up to 3 continues. So, we are going to use our standby.
The best character.
Yes. So, one thing that I did set this to is that, which is going to be fitting, is the fact that we are going to be starting this from stage 7, aka loop 2. Oh, I hit the wrong button. So just some things that I have. Okay, I turned it so that... okay, I want the wide shot. So yeah, this is just pretty much a straight up... It's a very standard shmup. It came out in 93. Front shot's actually the one that I like the best. You can see from the side, I have my main shot level and I have this sub shot level. I get the sub shot from getting 3 books of the same color. The sub shot or the main shot upgrades through the coins. Also, these are bombs. One thing that I do have on is auto bomber. So if I get hit, it will basically throw a bomb instead of kill me. So my bombs are now going to basically act as a health bar.
Yeah, which is very nice.
Also, because one thing I think that I have set on is this is going to get really hard really quickly. Because you can see at the right that difficulty, it's at 25 right now. That's going to get a lot higher really quickly.
Yeah, this game uses dynamic difficulty. The better you do, the worse shit gets.
Not to the level of, say, other Raizing shmups, but it does exist. Oh, see there. Also,
I do like the slow scrolling map of the stage they have on the right.
yeah, and that has something that if you're playing a different mode, you'll get like special power-ups for being on certain parts of the stage. That's not activating this. This is more closer to what the game would actually play like. Cool.
On top of that, it shows your main shot level and your sub shot level, which is really nice.
Alright, so this is Boshinet.
This boy. This beautiful boy. Also look at that, the difficulty is starting to rise.
Yep.
So, with the bomb, the bombs on hit, do you still take a difficulty hit when you get shot?
Yes. Or no, because basically I think with these settings, I think just the way that I have it, so what's going to happen is that once I beat the stage, it's going to hit 100 and not go down.
Oh god.
So
Why
yeah,
would you
see...
do this to yourself? I wish we could read the text.
It says something about dragon. I could pick that up.
Because Cheetah's great.
So yeah, we are now going to see the game at its full force. Also, once you have a level 3 sub-weapon, you can switch between them. And it won't affect you as much.
Also, this game is gorgeous.
It is. Like, they did very little to actually, like, in-game, they did very little to the graphics themselves.
Yeah, I don't think they would have to do a whole lot.
It is all on the sides that is. This is just what the game looks like.
Yeah, as I say, the game never needed to be up-resed. It just looks good. God, the orchestral range is so good, though.
This is also one thing that I kind of noticed that it's not nearly apparent if you're playing on lower difficulties. This also kind of has a little bit of the... Oh god, especially if I do that. Has the... it's kind of a little bit hard to see bullets.
Yeah.
Especially with this sub-weapon.
Also, I absolutely love the character portraits up on the left. It's really good.
Yeah.
I always thought that just still fit under the description of fantasy.
Yeah. This game this is like my favorite kind of setting for a game, or like anything. I just really like Magitech kind of stuff.
No, I just appreciate that it has fun with it.
Yes. Also, the fact that it gives boss, like any enemy has their health bar on there, and also it gives you the timer for how long it's going to take. Oh god damn it!
God, the character portrait's so good. That's right, the lower left tracks treasures as well, doesn't it? Or whatever those were.
Nope. There we go.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
I still don't understand what those do.
I think it's... I think it's just more... just like... I guess... I wouldn't say quite achievement style stuff, but like, it's like, oh, here's... you did something neat.
It's a collectible. Also, man, this track's really good.
Also, if you get in between, like, in that and it smushes you, that is an instant kill.
Yep.
Also, one of the things I think I turned off was, did on accident was, I think I made the enemies harder to kill.
Yeah, they seem pretty meaty. That might be the difficulty.
I did. I think one of the things it specifically was enemy health. Because that is one thing you turn off.
More health.
Oh, I'm thinking, you can see that, it's like, oh, it's going to tell you that it's going to come from the right. Oh, god damn it. Also, like Cotton, there is no collision damage.
Which is very nice.
Also...
Oh, hey, it's your boy. Fucking ripping piss. I still don't understand that ship design.
There we go. Also get a remix of the same track.
Yeah, but it's very good.
In the original, there wouldn't be a different track, you would just play the same one.
Yeah, but this track is really fucking good. Like, I really dig, like, the vocals. don't know, I feel it really adds to it for this segment at least.
Yeah. Alright, those things don't kill you, they just slow you down.
Can't believe you killed the orb serpent. One thing that really kind of sucks is that you're, in this level specifically, one of your front shots always goes off into the wall. Like the book.
Oh, yeah.
God, this fucking boss.
Maybe I did. Nope.
I mean...
It worked.
Did it.
She's just so excited up in the corner. So man, stage 10. Have we been through 10?
No, because remember, it starts 7 from the new loop. But spoilers, just 6 stages.
Why would you spoil this for me specifically? Okay, this track is really fucking good, I keep saying. God, I just love that, like...
Also, this is going through, like, an actual... I don't remember there being an actual city.
Yeah, what? Can't believe the deep, rich lore of this game.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, okay, we're in a destroyed city in space, I guess. What? You start taking hits.
I'm working on it.
Also, the bomb you throw out when you get shot doesn't seem like the full bomb.
But it probably isn't. They probably intentionally nerfed it so that you're not... So that it acts more of like, oh, you're basically using it instead of life.
Well, all I'm saying is you should show off your real bomb when you get the chance. Why are you avoiding being in the center? What's wrong with that?
Oh, you couldn't because it was basically it was colliding. Wait, what?
You blew it up.
Yeah, that's
blew up
right.
the rocket. I love this guy so much. He tries so hard, and it's great.
Nope. Okay. I think that one might have actually just been a auto fire.
Yeah, why don't you throw your real one out?
Oh, I had.
Oh, okay. Because I thought played a little animation, or is that a later game?
Oh, that's probably a later game.
Yeah, I might be thinking of Kingdom Grand Prix.
Oh, like the genie thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely Kingdom Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the characters don't get their unique bombs until Grand Prix.
Well, I'm looking forward to that then. Which, has M2 done that yet?
No. The next game that M2 that comes out on November 29th is Ketsui. They're remaking.
What's that?
That was a cave one. It's you play the helicopter. It has the really weird numbers.
Oh, yeah.
It's a decent game. It's just not. It's just very basic.
Oh no, he's fucking dead. Okay, but this track is really fucking good. And that sure is an enemy design.
Yeah. Looks like a Contra boss.
Yeah.
Also, apparently, ice.
Yeah, that's what I was like confused about. I didn't realize there were unique death animations like that.
Yep.
Which I guess is a really nice touch. Okay, but this track, Lolo, this is pretty
okay.
good.
It's really good. No, this track is. This arrangement is really good.
Look, I can keep saying this track is really good and be correct every time.
Yeah,
right?
you're right.
Seriously, this is one of my favorites so far. I appreciate how fucking ridiculous everything about these games is.
Yeah. Which is why seeing Bloody Roar I was really looking forward to it, because just seeing this company's other creative output and realizing how maybe they aren't as good at one thing as they are another.
Yeah, come to find out their skills are relatively specialized.
Also, even their shmups kind of started to wane towards the end.
Yeah.
So we haven't actually looked at Brave Blade yet, which I actually should, because Brave Blade is real weird.
I thought you said weird and not good, because that is worrisome.
It's just I haven't played it a whole lot, so I don't really have quite the judgment. From what I played of it, it is actually really good. Like it's kind of think of like a Zokyo Grantai or a Terror Diver.
Okay, that was a pretty good game.
But actually, now that Zero Ranger's come out, I kind of actually should play that because it makes something that they do in Zero Ranger make a lot more sense.
Okay, but if you're gonna do Zero Ranger, you gotta do Radiant Silvergun first.
I guess.
You know that game fucking rips it off wholesale in a lot of places.
Oh, it does. Also, I kind of realized that I never actually in-game heard the extend noise.
Just love these fucking flying castles.
Oh. That one didn't even just let me get the power up. So what was the boss of this stage? All right, this thing, this boss rush in a boss or in one stage, in one thing.
No, it's great. I love it.
I mean, also considering what the next stage is, I mean. Now they say always shoot one straight out, so you have a pretty good chance of getting at least one of them.
Again, I like that there's no collision damage. I genuinely appreciate that.
Yeah. No. Nope. There we go.
Need aid.
Okay.
I just like to think about how many bombs you've gone through and how many lives you have left and just really think on it. But also this stage is great.
Yes. This protocol would help. Okay.
Okay, but all you need to do is stay in the middle. That noise is really good.
It's great because it's just the credit noise. Also, I like the fact that you can see the goblins in the middle and the chest of the thing.
I just love this sweet rocket dragon.
I was gonna say that's half of the bosses in this game are some sort of rocket dragon. Also, one of my favorite things about this segment. It's the fact that you can bounce the trash on your ship.
And you are trapped.
Alright, this guy. can't hit the chain. Oh, also, if you see when it does the vault, if it hits... Yeah, take a look at the stand. You can see them fly out.
It's the little touches that you really appreciate.
Nope.
Fucking murdered him. Holy shit. Also, I like that when they die, you can see like all the people inside go flying out.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Also,
So many little touches.
this guy, Sujimaru,
Oh,
a boss that actually has plot importance. Because the character Miyamoto, apparently this guy murdered Miyamoto's master.
I do kind of dig the patterning for the shurikens
Yeah.
when he's doing the jumps. This little knife dance is not right.
Yeah, it's, if I was paying a little bit more... Whoa, God! Oh. Damn it.
Oh yeah, that I forgot he did that.
Yep. But you can't get the kill.
You can't kill me if I'm already dead.
Also... Oh, not quite yet. Oh, right.
It's ya boy. I really do like this anime.
It is really good.
I do like the idea of just like a recurring boss. I guess if the shot is blue, it's ice.
Yep. Also, one problem is that every time I die, that my shot goes down one level, and the fact that it's not giving me coins means that I'm now down to level 1.
So you just do no damage.
Yeah, and that's something you can turn off, which I probably should have, except I probably didn't understand which one it was. At least my sub-shot seems to be doing enough damage. Nope. Okay, come on.
No coin.
Nope. And here's the final boss, which is a really good boss.
Shame about the lack of upgrades.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, since it's not giving me coins, I'm doing this the one way that I know will work.
Bombing the shit out of it and dying.
Yep.
I mean, whatever
The
works.
Battle
dude.
Garaga method, if you will. There we go.
You did it. You beat the king. Congrats on murdering the king.
Now we get to go see the ending.
How's it feel to commit regicide?
Pretty good. Or here's the actual king. That was the Goblin King. Oh shit.
Okay, but fucking rip. Okay, but I like that you see him run off from the bottom.
Yep. Wait, you can hurt the princess?
Oh no.
Huh, okay.
He's gonna stand in that smoldering crater, don't worry about it, we'll be fine. But more importantly...
There, the actual ending. So Cheated has been rewarded with lots of money because she beat the goblins. And she uses it to buy her grandpa a gift. Oh, it'd be custom mode.
She's a very caring granddaughter.
Here's a battleship.
Enjoy! She even wrapped it up in a bow. It's very, very nice. Chid is the best.
Yes. Oh,
Lid.
forgot I was using the turbo button. Oh. And I can now use 4 credits. So yeah, that is Sorcer Striker, aka Mahou Daisakussen. So, let's see. Also, let me, before I forget, turn off that PS4. Okay. So, this goes on the attack list. Rating of shmups, this was, number 7.
Yeah, it's a fucking good game.
So, okay, so here's the thing. Above or below Fantasy Zone?
I mean, this re-release I would put above, personally.
I can be fine with that. Well...
Specifically the re-release. The M2 shot trigger version is the one I would say that would be better than Fantasy Zone.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, then that'll do it.
Just because it gives you so much control over what you have and what you can do. And it has all those helpful graphics that are also just really nice looking. And just, there's so much to it this version has and adds to an already good game.
Yeah. Okay, so now for the stuff we never actually ranked. What's the tone?
Tone is...
I'd say almost whimsical.
Whimsical is the best word I could think of, yeah.
Okay. Sound. It's a good soundtrack.
It's really fucking good. Especially the orchestral arrangement is fucking stellar.
It is.
The original tracks are good. The PC versions, I'd argue, better than the originals, but that's still pretty good. And then
Yeah.
the orchestral arrangement is absolutely stellar.
Yeah, because I'm thinking if you average them out, I would say either B or A.
I would 100% say A.
Okay.
And granted,
Style.
I have a weakness for like the sound of the PC version, but yeah.
Hmm.
Style, it's a good fucking looking game.
Yes, it looks, not only like technically it looks fantastic, stylistically it looks fantastic, everything about it looks fantastic.
And on top of that, the added graphics look fantastic.
Yes.
Hell, even they have bits that add on to the opening cutscene, which is really good.
Yes. Even the original, that opening looks pretty good.
Yeah, no, the original opening looks good, but this one looks even better.
Better, yes. Feel. As a shmup, I mean, granted, it's kind of weird because we took a look at it like the hardest possible difficulty. If you're just playing normal, especially if you're playing the shot trigger version, you can play it however you want. You want to make it... there is a mode that is super easy, meant to be... that is lives up to its name. It is, in fact...
and also, once again, you could set on the bomb mode like you had, so you did fucking great despite getting hit a bunch.
And even when I originally played it, this is not super terribly bad. Like, even if you set like the default arcade settings, it's not too unmanageable. Like, it's not like, say, Garaga or like other like arcade shmups. It's, I would say, a smidge lower. I mean, granted, it's still hard, but it's not like brutal. But even as a shmup, like the mechanics behind it are simple and good. Like, it is not super complex, but it still has a little bit of variety. Also, each character has a different set of... because you saw that Cheetah had 3 different things. She had the fire attack, she had the wide thing, and the front shot. Each character has their own... they don't act the same. So you got a lot of variety, and they all feel really good. So I would say, actually, of feel, I would almost give this an A as well. Impact, this game didn't impact at all. Like, outside of shmups. Like, even this one is not super famous. Like, if you're thinking Raizing shmup, Battle Garago would probably be the one. Unfortunately, Sorcer Striker kind of gets left to the wayside. So I would actually probably give that an E.
Yeah, it's a shame, but...
Yeah, and aged, I mean, this game is aged. It feels good. Like, there's a thing where, like, you play shmups of that era and they feel like they're a little old. This one, I think, just with its style and it's just being really good, that I'd say it barely aged at all. Like, it's timeless. As close as you can get. And then difficulty, I'll still give it a D just because, I mean, it is an arcade shmup. But it is better than some of the others.
I mean, yeah, but I was just wondering how would you actually put that for the M2 shot trigger version specifically?
The M2 shot. The M2 shot triggers is all 5. It is an A, B, C, D, and E at the same time.
That's what I mean. Like, where would that fit in then?
I wouldn't use that as a ranking metric. I would just say, what does the arcade version feel like?
Okay, yeah, the default difficulty, yeah.
Which I would say D.
Yeah, it's fucking old shmup.
Yes.
Such a good game, though.
It is.
So incredibly charming, too.
Yeah, that's it's just... God, I wish that franchise, like, I wish that there was more than just the 3 games that are technically in that franchise. Because you have... After that, you have Kingdom Grand Prix, and then you have Mahou, which... Mahou I wish was better than what it was. Like, it's still good, but it left a little bit to be desired. Yeah. So...
And look, the best game in that series is Bat Rider, though.
Oh, well, yeah, technically that's a different thing, I guess.
It's technically the same series of games.
Yeah.
M2.
Oh, I was gonna say Bat Rider is considered basically just King of Fighters, but with shmups. But yeah.
Fucking M2 version when.
God. Yeah, so that is going to do it for today. I am actually thinking about later on tonight, probably around maybe 9 p.m. EST. I think I might actually, because just so I can get some things cleared out for, what was I thinking? For later on episodes, I might finish out East Book 1 and 2 tonight. So, yeah, that I'll post that, and it just might keep an eye on this channel for around 9 p.m. EST for that then. So yeah, that's going to do it. Oh crap, I just realized I did that in the wrong order. Anyway, yeah, this is... that's it for this episode. Good night.
Good night.
If you would like to keep up to date with Retro Rank Rhapsody, you can follow me on Twitter at LoloThePuzzlo, or join my Discord server by going to the URL discord.ldp.life. Thank you for watching, and I hope you stop by again.